What's up, guys? I'm Lincoln Jesser, and I'm hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
Tell me how excited you are to play tonight.
Man, I'm super excited. I actually played here when I used to be Yuna's guitarist, so to open for her is like a big honor. And I used to come here when I was in high school with my friends and see, like, you know, who did I see? What's that band? Pendulum, okay. And like just crazy like raves and stuff like that. So it's good to be back. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Now, I mean, how was that transition from being in a band with her to like doing your own music now?
Well, I've actually been making my own music for longer than I was doing the band with her. That's how we met. We had the same management, and we just became good friends. And she needed a guitarist slash programmer kind of guy, so obviously I was jumped at the chance to do it. So that was such a good experience. But I'm really grateful that people are starting to respond to my stuff too. So you know, I'm looking forward to going out and playing for everyone.
Now, when you were with her and going on tour and stuff, was that pretty much a first of everything for you, or had you been on tour before?
No, I'd never been on tour. I just done my like high school band, and we rocked some crowds for sure. But yeah, no, I got to travel the world. We went to Europe and played Lollapalooza and Bonnaroo, so it was amazing. Yeah.
Nice. Now, how was it like, you know, performing in front of big crowds for the first time for you?
You know, I love it so much. It really depends on the crowd, obviously, but yeah, like when the energy is good, it's just this high that's just indescribable. So that's kind of a cliche thing. I know every performer says that, but it's true. They all say it because it's true. So
I mean, you say it because you feel it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So you're about to drop your debut album. You've done an EP before, and this is your debut album coming out in what, 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
September 23rd, Modern Color.
Tell me a little bit about this record.
Well, I've been working on it for the past year. A lot of it was singles that already came out, and then there's a lot of new stuff too. But yeah, it's really just something that's been kind of bubbling inside of me kind of my entire artistic career, I think. And I'm super proud of it, and I'm so excited for everyone to have it in its completed form. And I mean, I think it's something that is treading ground that hasn't really been approached by a lot of artists. It's kind of trying to merge the visceral impact of dance music, but I really pay a lot of attention and focus on my lyrics, and I feel like I have a lot of important things to say, so I'm really excited.
Now, what is it that you know made you want to choose this specific genre or this new style in a way, you know, and pursue it?
I don't know. I don't really make a conscious effort to make a specific thing. It just, the best songs always just, I almost sort of like black out for a second, and then I come back in and like the skeleton of the song is just there. So yeah, I don't know, it's like a weird thing. The good ones just kind of come, and it's very authentic, and you can't force it. When you try to you know, sometimes you sit down and you're like, I'm gonna write a hit, and just, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way.
And when writing your hits or your songs, you know, like, are you working lyrics first, or does it change every time?
It changes. You know, a lot of times I feel like I'll sort of have these like questions in my mind, or like a specific like event in the news, or something I read, or a movie I saw, or something that's happening in my own life. It'll just start to kind of like burrow inside my brain, usually for a couple of days, and then all of a sudden it'll manifest itself as this song. So yeah, it's I don't know, it all kind of comes together at once most of the time. Usually it starts with the music, and then the words just follow after that.
Now, as far as the record, you know, when the audience do get to listen to it, what is it that you want them to get out of this record?
What do I want them to get out of the record? Well, you know, I think it's definitely like a driving record. Like, I think it's the kind of record that people can just put on in their car and just not really even have a destination in mind, but just kind of go on a drive and look around and observe the world. Yeah, and I think it's a very just kind of like experiential record, because I'm at that stage in my life where I feel like I'm still figuring everything out. What makes me happy, what, you know, what I want to accomplish, not only as an artist but as a person. So yeah, I think it's overall a very positive record. It definitely has its like moments of where it dips down, but yeah, I mean, I hope people just, you know, associate it with positive times, and hopefully have pool parties with it and stuff like that, and just live life. It's about living life. That's what it's about.
It's a big party,
basically.
Now, from your EP that you had before to this? You know, how much have you changed or transitioned as you know, the writer that you are?
Well, it's just a constant evolution, I think. In terms of, since I produce everything myself, I definitely think I've gotten a lot better as a producer. So sonically, I think I'm better at getting what's in my head out into the actual world for people to listen to and feel. And then lyrically and conceptually, yeah, I don't, you know, when I was younger, I think I might have felt a little bit more, not pressure to try to emulate anyone else, but sort of, I looked up to my musical role models in a way that I do a little bit less now, because I feel more, I'm more excited by my own unique perspective on things, and I've lived a lot more and experienced a lot of stuff. You know, we can get into specifics maybe in another interview if you want it, but
We'll do a sit down for that one.
yeah, exactly. The Barbara Walters,
Yeah,
you know what I
there we
mean?
go.
But yeah, so I think you know, I just think that this is definitely just a step in the right direction, and I'm excited. I'm already like thinking about the new stuff, honestly. So it's just gonna be more. Yeah.
Is there any one song in the record that was probably the hardest for you to either make or express to the world? Or
I think the one that I sort of agonized over was it's this one called Untold. Yeah, it's a new one called Untold. And yeah, just getting it exactly right, and a couple of the lyrics I had to kind of go back and redo, which I don't do a lot, just because it's sort of a song about how you have to just sort of accept that a lot of things are out of your control, and the best way to enjoy reality a lot of the time is to just go with it, and like make the most of what you can change. So I think coming to terms with some of that within the song itself, sort of like, it was a learning experience. Nice. But I ended up really happy with it. Yeah. So
what is the perception or the reception with the fans so far?
I mean, I'm super grateful. It's been really great. Like online, the buzz has been good, and people have been like sharing it, which I obviously, you know, I love you guys when you do that. But yeah, I mean, I'm really excited, and I'm working on some cool, you know, ancillary visual kind of stuff, and so I'm excited to share even more stuff with you guys.
Now you did everything with the music, so are you gonna take full charge with the video works and promotions and all of that as well?
Well, I definitely play a big part in every step of it. Yeah, but I've been collaborating with other people. You know, I don't direct the videos or anything myself. But yeah, I always definitely have a lot of a say in creating the concepts behind everything. To me, it's all part of the project. It's not just about the music. It goes way beyond that. And that's another thing I think about Modern Color, is recognizing that the world we live in is different because of technology, and you know, people have the capacity to do so much good or so much bad from behind a computer, or you know, on a smartphone, and just the way that we interact with people. So like the colors in the world are so much like brighter than they were before. So it's up to you how you paint your reality, I guess.
That's a pretty deep meaning, though. I wouldn't have thought of that.
With it. Yeah, I get deep with it, you know.
So right now you're doing a few dates with Una. Once the record drops in September 23rd, do you plan on doing any more shows or a tour for the to promote the record?
Yeah. Well, we don't have like a full tour set up, but yeah, I'm gonna have dates in LA, New York, Boston, San Fran. I'm gonna be in Sacramento for a festival next week. Okay. So yeah, I mean, hopefully people keep wanting to see me, and I'll keep coming to play.
Nice. And lastly, why should people pick up Modern Color, whether they've heard of you or not?
People should pick up Modern Color because I think that regardless of your background or life experience up to this point, there's something on it that everyone can access and relate to, and I think it'll make you happy.